So you're forecasting your first annual profit growth since 2016. How much of this is thanks to progress in life sciences?
Well, 2018 was a year of transition and for investment for Merck. The top line of all of our three businesses, healthcare, life sciences, and performance materials, grew. We had invested heavily in R&D. In healthcare, we saw some headwinds from currency developments, and we also saw a negative development when it comes to the prices of liquid in our liquid crystal business. We are now projecting a healthy growth in all key parameters for our company for 2019.
Stefan, it looks like your forecast, your guidance includes the multiple sclerosis drug Mavenclad, which hasn't yet been approved in the U.S. Is that, first of all, am I right in saying that? And secondly, are you that confident that you would include this drug in your forecast that it will be approved?
Well, it's impossible to speculate on decisions of regulatory agencies. Our assumption is that the drug has been approved in Europe, in quite a few other countries, and therefore we have positive expectations for the U.S. market too.
You have positive expectations. It also seems that your forecast includes contributions from some pharma pipeline licensing activities. Can you be more specific with us, Stefan, about which drugs you're talking about here? What are you factoring into this new guidance?
Yeah, we're in a quite favorable situation when it comes to the quality of our healthcare biopharma pipeline. You've seen that we had a couple of years ago a major deal with Pfizer. We have several other deals. We have recently announced a major deal on a new compound with GSK. So milestones and other incoming payments become part of our business model, and that's also why we're saying we're a science and technology company. So such income is sort of a regular part of our business model now.
Can you give us, Stefan, some details on the progress in your attempt to buy Versum? This is something that I think a lot of investors are going to want to hear more details about. How far along have you progressed?
I think you can appreciate that we're in a fairly tight regulatory and legal framework here, so I can only refer to what we've said publicly so far. We think we are the best home for Versum with the highest benefit for all stakeholders involved, shareholders, employees, and customers. Our $48 offer represents a substantial premium. That's 51.7% over the last undisturbed share price before the Versum Integris announcement. We truly believe in the power of a combined electronic materials portfolio of Merck and Versum, and we think we think that our combined R&D capabilities would enable faster innovation cycles, and that is what is really needed in the semiconductor and the electronic materials industry these days. And we are fully committed to pursuing our proposal.
You're fully committed. How committed is that, Stefan? You clearly believe you have the best offer against a rival offer from Integris, but your stock fell on the day you announced it, and some shareholders might be asking, is this the best use of capital? Should you be using it instead to shore up your drug pipeline?
Well, we don't comment on short-term stock market reactions as a matter of principle, but we have received fairly positive feedback both from current Merck shareholders as well as from Versum shareholders.
Where do you see the most growth, Stefan, the best growth opportunity, maybe not in 2019, but over the next, say, 5 to 10 years in your pipeline?
So as you know, we have three businesses, and they have different business or go-to-market models, different innovation models, but they are all based on science and technology, and we see we see a lot of growth potential for our healthcare business, and I think it's reflected in the guidance that we give. We see continued excellent growth momentum in the life sciences field, and we expect that 2019 will be the trough year for our performance materials business. We are very, very much convinced that there is very solid long-term growth potential in the electronic materials space.